EF20 Online is sponsored by the Climate Council of Greater Kansas City and KKFI 90.1 FM, Kansas City Community Radio. Please welcome your host, Stan Slaughter.
Okay. Thank you, Bob. How are you guys doing tonight? Welcome to our living room. There's a button that needs pushed. Sorry. There we go. At least I can see all of us now. I'd like to introduce my wife, Linda Chubbuck. She's going to join me on some songs here tonight. Welcome to our living room. I'm excited. It's Earth Day. You know, these are songs of a whole movement. And every good movement needs some culture, needs some pieces of the pie, entertainment-wise, and songs that we can share and sing when we need to. This first song is called the 6-Leg Boogie. It's a dance song. You only have 2 legs. You need 2 partners to get 6 legs. So you can dance like this, you can dance like this, and we'll do the 6-Leg Boogie together. Sing with us. Here we go. Well, I'm singing this song about our insect friends. Tell the truth, they're the living end. There's so many things that they can do, and if you listen real tight, I'm gonna tell you that they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, you know that insects are a family, about as big as it can be. There's 26 orders in this clan. There's more insects than there is sand, but they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they do the 6-leg boogie dances. 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. Oh yeah, there we go. Keep dancing. Some can fly, and some can swim. Some are so small you just can't see them. They got to hide on the outside, muscles within. Makes them stronger than they ought to have been, but they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, you know they ain't got much brain in their heads, 'cause they got them everywhere instead. They breathe through holes in their sides, and when it comes to hearts, man, they got 9, but they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they do the 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. Oh yeah. Oh, get that damn part going. You know they smell with antenna, they taste with their feet, got ears on their legs, they pick up the beat, got honeycomb eyes, just see shapes, they got enough jaws to put jaws to shape, but they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they ain't got no voice to make a sound, but when mating time comes, got to crawl around, just like 2 limbs that creaking cold weather. They crawl by rubbing their legs together, and they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they all got 6 legs. Oh yeah, they do the 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. Oh yeah, they do the 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. 6-leg boogie. Don't you love them bugs? They do the 6-leg boogie. Oh, oh yeah, yeah. Wow, fun. I'd like to thank my former stepdaughter, Jessica Wheeler, for helping me write this song. It's called We're All Connected. Man, is that a lesson for today and this time. but here we go. You know we're all connected, you and me, from the snow on the mountaintop to the fish at the bottom of the deep blue sea, 'cause we all got the same kind of reciprocating, circulating water-based chemistry, and we're all connected. Connected to the air which comes from the plants who struggle to keep up with the smoke and dust that we send them. Connected to the water which comes from the sky and falls on the land and grows all the plants that bring us all the food that feeds us. Connected, we trade places with the earth. Take a deep breath and tell me just how much that's worth. Has been a blessing, might just end up being a curse. Gotta clean it up quick, seems to be getting worse. Sunshine energy streaming down, gathered, stored, and spread around. Runs all of nature, might should run our town. Using ancient wisdom, 'cause we're connected. We know we're all connected, you and me, from the snow on the mountaintop to the fish at the bottom of the deep blue sea, 'cause we all got the same kind of reciprocating, circulating water-based chemistry, and we're all connected. You know you can climb to the top of the corporate tree, act and believe that you're totally free. With body, mind, and spirit, we all just seem to be connected. Connected, yep. Well, you may know that I work for Missouri Organic Recycling. I'm the education and garden specialist there. And a long time ago, 92, we had a project called the Composters Project to get people started on backyard composting, because we had a new yard waste ban in place and there was no place to put those leaves except in the compost pile. Yay. So it was called the Composters Project, and we got to thinking, is it the people or is it the critters, the bugs, the insects, the bacteria that do that composting? And this is the tribute to the composters. It's started out to be Ghostbusters, who you going to call, but it turns out to be composters. Here we go. Dead leaves in your neighborhood that clutter around like you knew they would. The dumps are full all over town, but you need some help breaking this stuff down. I'm talking about a hard-working bunch. They take old leaves and turn them into lunch. They take green grass and turn it chocolate brown. You'd be amazed how they wolf it down. The composters, they're just chewing. Composters, they're just grooving. I ain't gonna tell you just what you should do, but if I were you. They like it hot, they need a place to work. Just feed them leaves and grass and dirt. Just mix them up with their favorite food. Build them a pile so they can groove. The composter, just chewing, posted, just screwing. They get no thanks for all their work, it's true, but when you need them, no one else will do. The composter, just chewing, composted, just screwing. I ain't gonna tell you just what you should do, but I'd call the composters if I were you. The composter, yeah. Thank you. Whoop. So the next one is one called Goin Green, and surprisingly, since 1988 when I wrote it, I haven't played it live in a large group yet. So I'm going to try it out on you. Here we go. We should be going green. Let's get things, let's get them growing green. This time we're knowing green. Everywhere showing green. See all our troubles from the earth's point of view. Come up with answers so old but so new. The stakes are rising, the jolts are real. It's nature's message, it's why that I feel. We should be going green. Let's get things, let's get them going green. This time we're knowing green. Everywhere showing green. Give other creatures their own chosen way. They don't speak English, but I hear them say, clean up the water and the air and the land. Mother needs help, let's give her a hand. And we'll be going green. Green is the one way that we all can feel. Green is the one way that the earth can heal. We should be going green. Let's get things, let's get them growing green. This time we're knowing green. Everywhere showing green. Going green. Probably so. This is a time when that's important. I want to take just a second and explain that food waste and recycling and composting are basically one of the most important and most valuable things you can do for changing the climate. This is the Climate Council Festival. Composting your food waste, getting your food waste into a collection with the Compost Collective, doing those kinds of things are probably the most powerful things you can do to reduce climate gases, because climate produces methane, burying food waste in the landfill. And to that end, we came up with a a poster and a program called Food Too Good to Waste. And this poster is available for all kinds of schools. There's still 2,700 of them left, and we'll get them out next fall for sure. But this poster is the ideal food waste collection system. Diversion to reuse for people, and collection, if it can't be reused or fed to animals, it can be composted. So this describes how Missouri Organic is doing it, and it's hard to think about, but we collect 300,000 pounds of food a week from the Kansas City Metro, from 300 sources. So we want people to know about that, to be able to participate in that. And to that end, we have a song about it called Food Too Good to Waste. Your part will be very obvious. Here we go. Yo, I got a story about a problem we're facing with creating and maintaining a big mess across the nation. The problem with the food, almost half is wasted, left till it's outdated, goodness never tasted it. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Starts with preparation, the peeling and the chopping, work that must be done. Not a lot of fun, but the battle to be won is to keep it out the dump. Some is lost in storage, moldy in the fridge, no more fresh to give. So shop in your fridge first, rotten food smells the worst, so close, almost, this wish really hurts. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Some is left over, you cooked too much, you didn't plan, opened up the wrong darn can, got it too hot in the frying pan. Then you put too much on your plate. It was more than you could eat. Now it all goes to waste. We're too good to waste. We're too good to waste. We're too good to waste. Took a lot to grow it, water, fuel, and soil, but the farmer works in vain. If we get no gain, cause it all went down the drain, seems like such a shame. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. And when it goes into the trash, you have to cost to pitch it. If you're like me, you wish it could do some good. In the dump, it all decays in a nasty kind of way that stinks an awful lot. Something we should stop. That stink is more than nasty. The gas it makes is vastly harming to our climate. There's no reason to rhyme it. Has to be this way. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. Food too good to waste. So do food better. Use it well and never let it spoil or rot. Compost your food waste or feed those scraps of worms. Do something useful. Make gardens fruitful. Do something beautiful. Food too good to waste. 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 Do something beautiful. Make a garden, and as you may know, a lot of your Kansas City relatives and friends have been out there making gardens like crazy. All our compost is spoken for, bought up. People are building gardens like crazy. The U.S. Compost Council calls it victory gardens, V for victory, and good, healthy food to boot. So, good thing to do.
Not all your compost is gone.
Not all our compost is gone. We still have some, but it's been a big spring. Let's put it that way. So here we go with what you should do to it if you don't have a compost pile. Just get that coffee table. Make a lift-up lid on it, put your worm bin, down there, when your Cheetos are all done, you just lift the lid up and dump them in the worm bin right there. There's really no smell that I'm aware of after 25 years. They're good pets. You don't have to name them. You can leave for 2 weeks. Really good. So it goes like this. Garbage stinking up the place, landfill filling at a rapid pace. It seems it's a problem that we must face and come up with an answer soon. Let's give the leaves a whole new turn. Why don't we feed them to the worms? Give them the respect they have earned. Yes, and feed it to the worms. Well, it's the best advice I've heard. If we feed it to the worms, they turn garbage to black gold. And people don't understand this. If you've got a cubic yard, 3 by 3 by 3 of worm poop, it costs $1,400 because it's an incredible fertilizer for baby plants. Big greenhouses buy it. So they turn garbage to black gold. It grows things strong and tall, and so if we help them, they'll help us. So let's feed our little friends. Don't torch those leaves and watch them burn. Why, we could feed them to the worms. Start now, be an early bird. Yes, and feed them to the worms. I think it's best for all concerned if we feed it to the worms. Feels so good. Make a cycle, close a loop, do things right. And worms don't have eyes, but they offer insight and a whole new direction too. Let's share with them our garbage woes. Yeah, feed it to the worms. Expect the outcome they propose. Yes, and feed it to the worms. We'll come out smelling like a rose if we feed it to the worms. Well, it's the best advice I've heard. Yes, and feed it to the worms. I think it's best for all concerned if we feed it to the worms. And when you're done, you get extra worms, and worms sell for $25 a pound. Think about it, darling. Okay, well, we've got a little bit more time, and if you've got questions, fire them in on the chat. Bob will grab them, and we'll have a discussion or two after the end of this. So this all starts with a problem that we've got about making 4.5 or 5 pounds of trash a day. We recycle more than we did in the 90s, but we buy more. And the wrapping and the packaging is catching up. All of it takes energy. Folks, there's no such place as a way. We got the landfill blues. I'm here to say, it's mostly cause we're the people look to throw it away. Well, there's a better plan that we can use. You only got to put our trash to better use. When we bury it all, it's gonna come to pass. Our biorefuse will reach critical mass. The methane will boil off, come belching on through. We'll have a plastic meltdown got the landfill blues, and they're really hard. It seems that everywhere we put one is in somebody's backyard. They like to put them out south, where the country begins. Oh, I can hardly wait for July. Those prevailing winds, everybody take a deep breath and all that go. Since that love canal, well, there's a rumor going round. It seems that what we put in the ground just keeps going down. When we wake up, this ugly dream, gonna find out that we all live downstream somewhere. Doesn't seem to be any place to throw it away anymore. Can't pile up our problems, better just solve them from now and from yesterday. This time we were knowing that with all of our throwing, there's no such place as a way. We got the landfill blues, and I'm here to say, hey, that was mostly caused with the people look to throw it away. Well, that's a better plan that we can deduce. No, we got to put our trash. We've got to put our trash. We've got to put our trash to better use. Yep. It's the truth. I'm going to do one called Cosmic Stew. If you're an old person, you remember a Folgers coffee commercial with the mud pots in the background and the bloopy thing that used to be with the percolator where the water would come up and go. And I got to thinking about that and I said, you know, that's really what life is about. The juice that we're swimming in, the thin layer of life on the surface of the earth. Very, 2 feet down, there's not very much life. And 200 feet up, there's almost no life. So this tiny little band of life that we're in, and we're all just trading the life pieces around. So I called it Cosmic Stew. We're all just part of this cosmic stew. What once was part of me could now be part of you. The parts of you is just the one that's new. I'm glad you're part of this cosmic stew. You're part. Ooh, cosmic stew. Try it again. Ooh, cosmic stew. Well, cosmic stew's got cosmic rules. They enforce themselves on all us fools. When we change the face of life, we leave a scar. When you break the rules, you don't go far. Ooh, cosmic stew. Ooh, cosmic stew. Lots of people shouting that they're number one. They got the same old atoms as distant suns. They'd be a little humble. They just knew they're all just part of this cosmic stew. Ooh, cosmic stew. Ooh, cosmic stew. We're just like children on this blue ball. We think that we're the heart of it all. But long before us and long after we're gone, it keeps on rolling along. Keeps on rolling along. Ooh, cosmic stew. Ooh, cosmic stew. I like my cosmic stew pure and straight. Don't want pollution or no chemical taste. So keep that GMO food away from here. Keep me free from poison and free from fear. Ooh, verse is about my junior high science teacher in the 7th grade. And he told us, he blew my mind. He said, I want to be buried 2 feet down in a cardboard box. I want to be the first one to grow flowers. And that's a mean thing to do to a 12-year-old who thinks deeply. And I thought about it for a long time. Now when I die, I want no vault to put my atoms to a screeching halt. I want to be part of something that's live and new and keep on cooking cosmic stew. Ooh, cosmic stew. You can't cheat it. Ooh, cosmic stew. You can't fake it. Ooh, cosmic stew. You know what? It is us, you are they, we are them. It's just this juice that we're swimming in. Cosmic stew, cosmic stew, cosmic stew, cosmic stew, cosmic stew, cosmic stew, cosmic stew. Twisted little song, but I like it. Hope you do too. Okay, well, in '98, I ended up with a song called My Green Dream. And I haven't played it too many times in public, but what would it be like? What are we dreaming like now that the world is turned on its head? What's the next world going to be like? And that's where this song kind of came from. I hope you'll enjoy it. My green dream is the hope I have for a better future. Your green dream, it's important because we all need to have a part. Our green dreams somehow always fit together, cause they come from the heart. Green dreams are ways of living, working and playing that are positive and honor the earth. We all have them, even though we may not have thought about it. They're about peace and justice, health and happiness, fresh air and clean water, better ways to do things, better things to do. Don't you have a green dream? This green dream has some clouds and stormy weather, and it's clear it won't be easy for us all, but somehow we'll all learn to live together. We won't be living here at all. We need cities and stores where you can walk to work downstairs. Neighborhoods with birds and children singing in the same trees. Healthy food from healthy farms with healthy soil. Recycling, rebuilding, restoring, renewing, and revering all our connections and all our relations. What would you do if your dream came true? The laws of nature are written in seed, in wind, and sun. Human laws, they're empty words until the two are one. What would you do if your dream came true? My green dream is the hope I have for a better future. We need you to be a part of the next new beautiful green dream. Thanks very much. Stan Slaughter, Eco-Troubadour, Linda Chubbuck on harmony. Nice little living room here and a lot of fun. A lot of music has been played here, and the Green Spirit Band practices here, and it's just a great joy and honor to share this music with you and be a part of this festival. Thanks to the Climate Council. Thanks for my appearance. Is sponsored by Missouri Organic Recycling, but the Climate Council and KKFI, good friends of mine, good people to work with. Thank you very much. Bob, are you there, buddy?
I sure am. You've got some good messages here. Christina Kohler wanted to let you know that this is really great. She's having fun. And thanks for bringing some levity into the topic of climate change.
Yeah, I got levity.
Jill Holloway. Yeah, it's great. It's great, Stan. Jill Holloway loves your Green Dreams song. She would like to know if you would use this song for your school assemblies.
We can be glad to do that. It's my copyright, so we can do whatever we want to, Jill. Yeah, I'm glad you appreciate it, because it's
Good song.
it means a lot to me. Yeah.
Jim Hines, the same. I agree with you, Jill. You know, great song. They all really like your Green Dreams song.
Sweet. Sweet.
Here's a message from Marianne Warfield. For those who have been composting at home but need to stop due to selling the house for a pending move or something, is there a way for us to still save our compost and bring it directly to your facility?
You know, if you could truck it and drop it off, a halfway finished compost pile would probably be just plain accepted. You know, if you just explain the situation, we just wave at you and tell you to dump it, because that's going to not need any of our processing. And I'm sure that we can take it, and that's a great thing to think about. And, you know, find a neighbor where we don't have to move it very far, but you know, we take materials that need a lot more processing than that, so we'll be glad to help you out somehow.
There's a message from Leslie Lewandowski, fabulous concert, Stan, and Linda too.
Thank you, Leslie.
Jared Cole.
Go ahead.
Say Jared Cole is clapping virtually.
Is that the one hand clapping? No, but thank you, Jared, and let's get together, buddy. You got to get up to your school and do a program, because we are dreaming of the virtual version of this, of my old programs. But by the way, Stan at MissouriOrganic.com. Email me your questions if you need advice on where to put the garden or what to add, or those consultations are free. We can do them with FaceTime or pictures, or there's digital options. I don't have to drive all the way to your house necessarily.
There's one final comment from K Recycle. I love the food too good to waste. My favorite.
Excellent. Well, thank you. Thank you. It's you know, you take an old science teacher who wrote a lot of lessons on his own and add some guitar and let him cook on it for a while, and that's what you get, you know. So it's a lot of fun, and you know, for those of you, many of you are my friends and know this, but you know, these songs and this kind of an approach has been you know, my livelihood for almost 30 years. So I'm enormously grateful for the music, and I'm particularly grateful for you guys listening and enjoying, and hopefully we brought a little bit of levity and some toe tapping to this somber time, if you will. And I've really enjoyed it. Bob, thanks so much again for being a good host. And you guys have to stay, because Bob's going to take over and give his talk next.